Good morning everyone, it's Yvonne here from the Aussie Goddess. Actually good afternoon here in Australia to do your What's Cracking. So I know that yesterday's videos were a little bit, how would you say, a little bit harder to see the cards and everything, and I can see how much light there is there, so I apologise for that. But I think the readings are still, you can still hear everything, so all good for the next couple of days. So we had our baby Oscar yesterday afternoon about 4:30. He wasn't as big as we anticipated. The doctors had said they thought he was going to be quite big, and he didn't even make 8 pounds. So, all right, using the Gilded Tarot for your reading here. Okay, I have here the Four of Pentacles. Now the Four of Pentacles is a card that comes up when you're hanging on to things. So sometimes the things you're hanging on to protect your heart, and we can see in these he's holding his cards very close to his chest here. They can talk about hanging on to money, but more so they talk about hanging on to the past, hanging on to outdated beliefs, those sort of things, and refusing to let things go. So that's your first card that's coming up. And that's in regards to love too. So if you're hanging on to something and not letting it go, you can't expect it to return to you because the energy's still there. So I always say to people, if you want a relationship to come back, you have to learn to wait until it comes back to you, but you can't hang on to it. And I'm not saying you can't have memories of it. All I'm saying is if you're living your life for that relationship and you're not getting on with your life, and you may be sitting around waiting for someone to come back, it's not good energy. Okay, so we do have the Ten of Cups coming out here. Now the Ten of Cups is a beautiful card because it talks of joy and happiness and everything beautiful, everything, all your ducks in a row, everything happy, love coming in. Fantastic. You do have the Chariot following that up. So this is about taking your power back and moving on. This is really nice. So maybe the Four of Pentacles we saw in the beginning there, maybe that is energy that you're starting to let go now, because I've got this feel here that you are moving forward. So that's really nice. Just acknowledge that. Nine of Cups here, which talks about wishes coming true. This guy's celebrating something coming in for him. Very happy chappy, look at his face. So some sort of wish is coming in here. So maybe you've learnt by letting go that something will come back to you, because it's looking that way to me here. Four of Swords here. Now this is a card that talks of, you know, taking time out, often nursing one's own wounds. Can be after a period of recuperation. Very often it's about taking time out from the world to meditate and rehash, you know, go over things in your own head. To understand why things have happened the way they do. Could be dealing with a King of Cups here, so a Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, looks like they have a fairly big bearing on this situation. King of Cups is a man who's learnt to temper his emotions, but sometimes he can be seen as a little cold. He doesn't feel like that in this card at all. Sometimes he does have a real manipulative feeling, but I can't feel that there. I think it's quite interesting that Saturn's in his background here as well. Very nice. Okay, and then we have the Two of Pentacles. So some sort of decision being made here. Two of Pentacles often talks about something. Well, he's waiting for his ships to come in too here. There's also a moon, so he knows there are things that are not clear to him yet. But he's trying to make a decision based on what he knows here. Sometimes this can be a head over heart decision, or choosing from two very equal options. Okay, so we have a Page of Swords here. So either you or someone else has been keeping an eye on the other person. This is very much about internet stalking. This guy wants to tell the truth though, but at the moment he's not really enthusiastic about it. He's sort of got his sword sort of dropped fairly low here. And he's looking very reluctant. So maybe someone's just making up their mind here as to whether to move forward. Okay, so we have the Lovers card coming out here. Beautiful card showing two people sort of in raptures of ecstasy here. There's no angel in this one, but it is generally a divinely guided union. So it is showing you like light coming from the heavens here. But two people who are very, very much in love and very much matched to each other. Okay, and then we have a King of Pentacles here. So this could be your energy at the moment. It feels like an energy. So we're talking about somebody who's very grounded, very sort of very comfortable with the earthly energy, you know, really really stable, very stable, but very, very comfortable. I'm trying to get the feel of the energy coming off this card. It's like you're really very happy just to be yourself at the moment, very comfortable with your decisions, very relaxed about everything. Okay, and then we have the Temperance. No wonder you're feeling that way. It's because you've achieved a balance here. You most likely have achieved a balance between, both sides of yourself, balanced yourself with your higher side. You could have, got a good balance between your heart and head here. She has the sun behind her. So, because that talks about brand new life, right? One cup's silver, one cup's gold. And the water's flowing freely between the two. So it's a very nice feeling of being ultimately balanced. Okay, let's do a, going to do a recap here. Some of you have walked away from something here in the past and you found it very difficult to let go of. So, you look like you're taking your power back here and moving forward. There's some sort of wish coming true, and I feel like when I look at this, it's like you've learned to let go of something and it's going to return to you in its time. The thing is, the other person, if they're thinking about returning, is still sort of tossing up whether this is the right time. I feel like somebody wants to come forward and speak a truth here, but they're still not ready to. They're still very young, they're still very immature, and they still haven't quite got the words they want to say here. And it could be a water sign that you're dealing with here. There's some sort of love. Somebody has got some sort of balance back into their life as well, and they've realised that they want to, profess love or something to you, confess love, whatever. And they're trying to find some way of doing this. So they're sort of, and don't forget the energy split-flop with these readings. Somebody's going inside to understand how they're feeling. But it could have been in the past that they were getting sort of their ducks in a row here and trying to understand how to move forward in a practical way, in an earthy way. Because it's like we have the earth and the water here. So it's like maybe they've been too consumed with emotions and now they've sort of brought this beautiful temperance, this balance back into their life. But they're definitely coming up... with this wish card here, which says that your wishes are coming true. So by letting go of something and leaving it in the past where it belonged, you're managing now to bring something forward to you here. Yeah, there's a cup on offer here. And it is on its way to you, but it's slow because we've got a King of Pentacles. It's a slow energy anyway, but it is on its way. The person's just not quite ready yet. They're still doing those balancing things here. So there you go. So I'll put an oracle card on that for you. I feel like sometimes there's only one oracle card in the deck, because I always pull the same one out. And I'm like, really? How many times do I need to pull that one oracle card out? There's so many of them. And then one day I pull one out and I think, wow, I've never even seen that one before. Oh, okay. So this is Coffin. And it says, natural endings abound. Take care with your health. So natural endings, yes, definitely. You have to let things die in order for them to have rebirth. That's the way it works in life. You can't expect, like if you've had something to, in a relationship and it hasn't worked out and you're clinging on to it for dear life, it's not going anywhere. So you have to let it go in order to bring it back. For those who haven't let a relationship go, for anyone who's watching, this is definitely about a relationship, but for some of you, this could be having someone new come in. There's definitely this promise of love here and somebody making a decision on whether to move forward. So I feel like they know you, but they may not have necessarily let you know how they're feeling. So I have a feeling the reading yesterday was very similar to this, where someone was sort of tossing up whether to move forward on something or not. But this person will come forward. They are going to be ready. The universe is showing the progression here. It's just that they're not in the right space at the moment. So there you go. Happy what's cracking. See ya.